Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Su Li, and today we're talking about the pious little flying monkey. Now, these are minions of the narcissist, the third or fourth tier minions that get the smallest morsels. They hide behind a facade of religion, of fake morality and righteousness, but they are complicit in the abuse of the scapegoat or the truth seeker, truth teller. You see, what sometimes throws you off balance is that they very often bitch endlessly about the narcissist. And here you are thinking you might have an ally here, someone might understand you. But don't be fooled by this, it's all performative, because at the end of the day, no matter how much they bitch about the narcissist, no matter how much they say they dislike or even hate the narcissist, they will stay by their bedside like Velcro till the final days, because that's when the flying monkey transforms into a circling vulture. Ignore, block, no contact, while they sing hymns of praises to an all-knowing, all-seeing God. In this video, we're going to dissect the hypocrisy of this pious little Their outward displays of morality, of righteousness, is only a mask to hide something far darker underneath, which is all about protection of their position in the family hierarchy, because they don't want to be the next scapegoat who is all the way down there in the pecking order. So they value family dysfunction over truth. They value the abusers over the abused. And they'll sell their soul to retain that position in the hierarchy, all the while in denial that God sees through their holy hustle. They're all seeing God. What they call family togetherness and loyalty, they're all seeing God calls corruption. Here are 3 red flags of the pious flying monkey. Number 1, performative kindness. You know what they say, right? It's such a cliche. If you're going to do a genuine act of kindness, make sure nobody sees it, because that's the way to keep ourselves in check. That's the way to know ourselves, whether we are genuinely kind or not, and not do something and blow our trumpet. Like, for example, post on social media how they are caring for an invalid, whether it's their mother or father or cousin or uncle or auntie. The pious flying monkey that makes these declarations of how family is everything, how much they love this person, this invalid that they're caring for. I personally don't really get it, because once or twice to celebrate something is okay. But if they do it constantly, then they are trying to send a message to others. And what message might this be? Validation? Keeping the false narrative intact as acts of obedience to the narcissist so that they don't get punished? Who knows? The second red flag is they will call you or text you once in a while to ask you how you are. The next time they do it to you, don't say you're okay. Try telling them about your pain. For sure, they're going to change the subject, or they're going to just, oh, toodaloo, I need to go now. I've got a turkey in the oven, it's burning, or whatever excuse. When they ask, it's not out of concern. It's to dig information from you so they can report back to the narcissist in order to get a few crumbs of approval, or a few nice words like, oh, what a good little snitch you are. I will remember you in my will. That's why they're doing it. So next time, don't just say you're okay. Don't talk about the weather. Tell them about your pain and see how they respond. You see, I made the mistake of being in denial myself. On one level, I knew that if I told them about my pain, they're going to ignore me. So I didn't. I kept the conversation going because that was still a tie to the family. But please, just, I don't want you to go through the same thing. It's a waste of time and effort, and it is spiritually damaging, because by engaging with corrupt people, you get their fleas as well. You get their fleas of corruption. The third red flag is a no-brainer, but so many people overlook that, including myself. We overlook this third red flag because somehow we're still hoping that they're not as bad as they are. We're still hoping that things might change. We're not ready to face the truth And that's why we delude ourselves by overlooking this third red flag. And that is they have a private and a public persona. Let's just take a really easy example. This was what woke me up, even though it's obvious and so simple. This particular pious flying monkey smokes. They smoke at home, but they would never ever smoke in public, just in case the pastor or an altar boy walked past and saw them puffing away. Now, smoking is not a sin. Smoking is not a big deal to normal people, but to hypocrites they are. It's not about smoking. It's something that has bigger implications than just smoking. It reveals their hypocrisy. Now, the pious flying monkey can be even more dangerous than an overt narcissist. The overt narcissist, the grandiose narcissist, doesn't care what others think of them. They just have this sense of entitlement. They scream when they want to scream. They throw tantrums when they want to throw tantrums. They are completely self-absorbed and selfish that they don't care how others think as long as they get their way by screaming louder, by throwing bigger tantrums. That's all out in the open. We know that and we accept it. But the flying monkey is a special type of betrayal because by hiding under a mask of morality and righteousness, their betrayal cuts even deeper. This pious little facade makes the betrayal even worse. But the good thing is, when we are ready to see the truth, it reveals their moral cowardice and hypocrisy. And that's when we know to walk away and save ourselves a lot more pain and effort and time wasted on these people who will never change because they have an agenda. The flying monkey might seem neutral, like your family, their family, I don't want to take sides. That's bullshit. Because when they know about the abuse, when they know the pain that you go through, that you've been through, and they're still sitting on the fence, they are taking sides. They're taking the side of the abuser. There's nothing neutral about that. Why? Because there are privileges. There are privileges on this earth and in the afterlife, according to them. Now, more importantly, you. How are you going to protect yourself from this pious little flying monkey? Ignore, block, no contact, while they sing hymns of praises to an all-knowing, all-seeing God. This is how the pious flying monkey suffers too, under the thumbs of the narcissist, except they're not aware of it. They will never get real love or validation from the narcissist. They may not even get an inheritance after the decades of hard work and hoping. They may not even get it. They suffer cognitive dissonance because on an intellectual level, low as it is, double-digit IQ as it is, on a subconscious level, there is a better part of them that actually sees through all this, that actually understands on a subconscious spiritual level. And the cognitive dissonance is that their facade, while they think is the right thing to do, something inside them is nagging at them. On the one hand, they truly believe that they are good and holy. But on the other hand, they know they're hypocrites. And this cognitive dissonance, if we don't confront it and deal with it, it's just going to manifest in all sorts of terrible ways. But hey, that's none of our business. It's for them to face when the time comes. Our business is just to protect ourselves from these people. Unfortunately, for truth seekers and truth tellers of a dysfunctional family, you're going to go through many, many betrayals. This is not the universe punishing us. This is not karma. This is the universe telling us who are the genuine ones, who are the fake ones, who have no interest in your welfare, but just there to protect themselves and complicit in your abuse. But don't worry, it's not going to happen all at once because that'll be really overwhelming. It'll happen one at a time and when you're ready. So I hope you found this useful. You take care of yourself and I'll see you soon.